So after those 2 glorious days, something had to give. This is Scotland after all. It's been doing this for 12 hours now, and it doesn't really look like it's going to let up. So there's no story really to be told by walking today. Besides which, my blisters are quite painful, so it gives me a chance to recoup for a day and get on the trail tomorrow. Cromdale Church again for day 3 of my Speyside walk. It's another beautiful morning today. Yesterday it rained for probably 16 hours solidly, so it was a good chance to have a day off and try and get my blisters a bit better. Thankfully they're feeling a lot better today, but we'll see how far we get. After the first couple of days, which were supposed to be fairly easy, this is a longer day with a bit more ups and downs. It goes from Cromdale Church to Ballindalloch, so we'll see how far we get today. It's a bit chilly this morning, but the sun's out, so we'll make a start. So we're back on the old railway now. Didn't take long to get back. So now there should be some nice, fairly gentle walking. And just to prove we're on the railway, there's this fantastic station. Look at this. Great North of Scotland Railway. And I believe you might be able to actually stay in some of the accommodation here. I'm not absolutely sure, but maybe. That's great. And now we've got some more of these like superb little gates. And another one. But I think, I think that is really neat. And the sun's playing havoc with my exposure today, so let's hope I can get that sorted. This obviously doesn't follow the railway bed. You've got a bit of up and down beside it. I think this should be the Speyside Railway Way, rather than the Speyside Way or the Spey Railway Way, something like that. Now I came across a video a couple of weeks ago where a guy found a cow in the middle of the field, in the middle of the way actually, and I'm pretty sure it was exactly this spot, so I have to let him finish his business. No. So we've got 2 choices really. We can do the Hayes Outdoor way and give him a Power Ranger headbutt, or we can just be confident and move him along his way. Now I'm hoping he's going to stay there. Stay there. Come on, move along. No, 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 no. Move along. Not that way. Oh, you pain in the bum. Over there. This way. Come on. Not very encouraging that there's calves over there either. So, oh, come on, look, all the ways you could go. This way. Well, these guys are much more friendly, even though the old cow's scaring them there. Hello, fella. You're not going to be as nice as that cow, are you? Hey? And she's still there. And we're coming up to a gate, so we're going to get stuck in a minute. And yes, we've done it. Oh, come on. I think I should have run there. Right. You get down there and I'll go through this gate. Thank you. Well, we're only just past the cow, and you might be able to hear her in the background there. And I think this is a bit where we just have to join the road and essentially go back the way we've come before turning left up into the forest. That's goodbye A95, and hopefully hello tranquility again. As I say, it's not that busy a road, so not really a bother. And I think we're now going to have the first real uphill on the entire walk. But again, which way? That way or this way? And I think this way looks more promising. Well, we're back to forest tracks now for this section of the walk. Just on a reasonably, well, not steep, but an uphill pull through the forest. It's not unpleasant. It's out of the sun, so it doesn't get too hot, and well away from the traffic, so you can't hear any traffic noise. This looks like it's going to be another of those days where, if you do get to see the River Spey, it's going to be right at the end. Now, again, which way do you go? You go up that new track there, or stay on this one down here? Well, that looks as if it's done recently, so, but mind you, so does this. But I think I'll stay on this one, because I can always climb back up if I need to. I don't want to take the other one in case it ends up in the forest. Well, I've checked the map, and it looks as if that was the right way to go back there, and now we're heading downhill. I was going to stop at the top of the climb there, but still feel quite fit after that, so I think I'll push on. It's about coming up to 3 miles now, which is I'm quite chuffed with, because after 3 miles the day before yesterday I was almost ready to give up. But the blisters are holding out, just beginning to ping now, but I think they're going to be fine. sure whether I should say anything at the moment to disturb the stillness. Absolutely silent. Well, I finally found a dry rock to sit on just as we come out of the forest, and it's almost exactly a third of the distance into today's walk. The sun's a bit bright here, but it's still a beautiful day, and it's been a good walk so far. The last couple of miles have been through the forest, pretty much like the first day, but unlike that day, I've quite enjoyed this one. I don't know why. Maybe I'm getting used to the nature of the walk, getting a little bit less picky, I think. So this is a good spot to have a drink, check my feet, see if my blisters are okay. They're beginning to hurt a little bit now, but nice little rest. Maybe have a look around with a drone, I don't know, and because it's still a bit windy, and then on for the rest of the day. Well, it was quite interesting coming down that little bit there. It's quite steep, quite slippy because it's really wet still, and the first time I've fallen over, but probably won't be the last. The countryside has changed quite completely now. Let's head off down here. And that's the first big view of the entire walk. Well, they obviously don't want you straight into the farmer's field on this bit. Mind you, looks as if the cattle have got over here anyway. Well, steep little pull up there, but all of a sudden you look behind you and there's views. Great. We're heading along by the trees. More pleasant walking along here with some nice views opening up. Just come through quite a sort of bit of native woodland and quite a rocky path. Quite different than what we've seen so far. I don't know where the route goes now, but it could go up that hill. Well, if you're getting a bit tired and you fancy a bothy for the night, how about that? That could do nicely. Well, I found a nice chair and a table right at the halfway mark, and ideal because we've got to tackle that climb up through the forest there. It's been quite good so far. My feet have just about held up, getting a bit sore now, but a lot better than the day before yesterday. So it looks like this is going to be finished. Half an hour rest now, a cup of coffee, and on my way again. Just down there, I'm not sure if it was sharp at the camera, is the River Spey. So apart from at Cromdale, that's our first glimpse of it. But we will be heading down towards that way once we get over this, or through this forest coming up. Onwards. Well, there's a long steady pull up there, and on the map there's a steepest bit of the walk is shown around here. So I hope that's it, because if that's so, we just go through the forest and it's downhill from there. And finally we've got a sign that actually says Speyside Way. Normally there's the little acorn things, or thistle things, sorry. Acorns are for England. But that shows you we're going the right way. And I do have a confession to make. As wonderful as these gates are, when you've done 50 of them, they do get a bit tiresome. It's going to be up about 51 or 58 or something like that. Goodbye number 58 or whatever you are. Well, it looks like that was the high point up there, so it's a nice gentle downhill stroll now with a lovely grass carpet. Well, suddenly you come out of the forest onto a valley, fairly steep like climb down to a stream of sorts, but it's not the River Spey, so I guess there must be some more climbing left. It's got to be past that forest over there. Never mind, it's great scenery. Something a little different here. We haven't had many bridges. Not the biggest of rivers, but nice to hear running water. Well, I was mistaken a couple of miles back when I thought I'd done the steepest part. This is without a doubt the steepest part. This is more like going up a small fell in the Lake District than alongside a river, but it's all part of the adventure. It probably doesn't look as steep actually on the camera as it does when you're actually climbing it, but believe me, you get out of breath and you just about see some of the other places I've been over there. And if we turn round, it still goes up. And I'm hoping this time that this will be the end of the climbs. But I think it's going to go on for a little while yet. After that we should drop down to the river. I'll have a nice rest. Maybe see if I can get my feet in the river. Well, I can't quite believe it. This is only about 100 yards past that bit where I filmed to say how steep it was. And all of a sudden, it looks like we might be going downhill. I might enjoy this bit. Not that I haven't enjoyed any of it so far, it's just that old men get tired. And then suddenly we're back on the A95. So all the ups have been matched by all the downs, and we're almost back where we were at Cromdale. I'll follow this for a little while before we cross over and head down to the river. Luckily, we don't have to walk along the road. Right, as we turn this corner, we should in theory be travelling parallel to the River Spey, but you still can't see it because it's about 400 yards to my left now. It's just a tiny glimpse of it through the trees. On the last stretch now, heading towards Ballindalloch, and we've rejoined the railway that we left at Cromdale. It's been far from flat though, quite a lot up and down there. not following the railway all the way through like the previous day. Must almost be at the end now. This is the old platform on the railway, and that's the station, Ballindalloch station. Obviously private now, but it's a shame you can't get a bit of closer view to that. So the last few yards. And this is it, the end of today's walk, Ballindalloch. At 12.5 miles, that was the longest day so far, and it had the most ascent and descent. And I'm not going to pretend that it was easy for me, because it wasn't. I think if it was 13 miles, I might have considered giving up, but I've done it, and that's the main thing. It was easily the best day of the walk so far, with lots of variety, big views, a few navigational challenges where the path didn't go anywhere near where the map says, but was still quite easy to follow with all those flippy gates and plenty of signs. My feet have held up just, hurting quite a lot now, but they could have been a lot worse, so I'm quite pleased with that. And I'm pleased to have done it, and tomorrow it's Ballindalloch to Cromdale, I think, or Fiddick Park, and that's supposed to be an easy day, so hopefully, since I've done this one, tomorrow should be a breeze.